Okay, good afternoon and welcome to this business presentation. This is the Erudite team. Today's presentation is about Lamesley Childcare Services. The objective of this presentation is to give a brief overview of Lamesley Childcare, highlighting its services, analyze UK's childcare industry over a 5 year period. We're talking about the trends, we're talking about the opportunities and threats that are facing this industry. And then we'll be investigating the challenges faced by Lamesley Childcare Services with reference to staff satisfaction and retention. And then we'll be giving a detailed recommendation for Lamesley Childcare to implement. Okay, so Lamesley Childcare was founded in 1992 with the aim of offering the highest possible quality of service in the UK industry. Today, Lamesley is considered to be the longest established childcare provider in Cheshire, offering services to over 200 children ranging from ages 3 to 15 years, and then I extended to 16 years for disabled children, where it has about 6 locations with some of the services that includes holiday childcare, breakfast schools, after schools provision with over 26 years of experience. This childcare center is registered with Offset and has achieved the 4 Children's Quality Assurance and also a member of the 4 Children Quality Assurance. We're looking at the childcare industry in the UK. The childcare industry in the UK is a vital part of the economy that is made up of various range of providers which are being regulated by the UK government. And the UK government has also shown its interest in this industry by providing financial assistance to families to help the cost of childcare. This includes tax-free childcare. Some of the UK childcare segments will include early years and childcare providers, which include nurseries, preschools, childminders, and other early years. And then we have the out of school and holiday care. We have the nannies, and then the children's centers, which include government-funded centers that provide a range of services for families with young children, including childcare, early education, healthcare, and family support. And then they have the foster and adoption. This includes individuals and agencies or providers who foster care and adoption services, and also includes the childcare business support. These are organizations that provide advice, training, and other support services to the industry. Okay, so considering the UK childcare industry trend over the last period of 5 years, according to IBS World, the annualized market size of the childcare industry has, over the past 5 years, experienced an average of 2.8 yearly decrease in its growth, as you can see from the graph illustrated. And so, still on the industry trend, in terms of providers, from 2018 to 2022, there's been a significant decrease in the childcare providers. So recent data from Statista and Gov.uk reveal a worrying trend in childcare industry in England. As of 2002, it was recorded that the childcare industry providers had about 68,000 providers, which is a decline as related to the previous year with over 72,000, which makes a consistent decline over the past 5 years. Still on the trend, the industry revenue from 2018 has seen a continuous decline up to 2020. And then in 2021, it picked up. And then according to Statista, the projected revenue for childcare industry in the UK will approximately amount to 5.2 million US dollars by 2025. So I leave my colleague to go on the pestle analysis. Thank you.
So here we are talking about the pestle analysis of the childcare industry in UK. So the political factors, we have the increased funding from the government and the industry. And also Brexit has brought a shortage of skilled workers for the childcare industry. The economic factors, we have the cost of living crisis and increase in inflation, which makes it harder for families to afford childcare. And the decline in the economic growth of UK has brought a financial strain. And also COVID and Brexit has also made negative impacts on this. And the sociological factors, we have the increasing aging population, which has brought a decrease in childbirth, and this has impacted the demand for childcare. And also the changing family structures, such as the increase in single-parent household, also affect the childcare industry. And the use of technology has actually increased in the childcare industry because there are many companies using different apps and online platforms to communicate with the parents and to offer these services. And legally, we have the UK government has introduced a bunch of different regulations around the childcare providers, like background checks for staff and the mandatory training. And these changes in regulations can impact the industry. The childcare industry is a low-paying industry, which makes it difficult for the industry to attract employees. And environment, there is a large concern about the increasing impact that the disposable products which are used in the childcare industry, the way it affects the environment. Now, for the threats and opportunities of the childcare industry in the UK. So the threats are that there are many companies which are offering similar services in the industry, and this makes it a highly competitive industry. And the staff shortages, which makes it difficult for the company to grow, and also the quality of services that they provide. And since it's a highly regulated industry, it can also increase the administrative burden and cost for providers. And the opportunities for the industries are that there is an increasing demand for the childcare services because of more and more women are entering the workforce and the rising cost of living. And the government has also introduced a bunch of different initiatives and policies to support the growth of this industry, like the tax-free credits and free childcare hours. And the technological advancement, like the introduction of apps and other online booking and all other online platforms, has also helped the industry to grow more.
Com- Competitor analysis. The major competitor analysis fell in childcare service, Cromer Preschool, Spring Childcare Lameland. Failing childcare service, the staff certification is high. The target customers is from birth to 5 years old. The services are baby time, child minder group, feeling food network, holiday activities. The major competitive advantages is Felling Children's Center service currently has shared access to the building with Felling Library, also accessible to free parking changing facilities for children. And parents and its long years experience has earned organization strong reputation. Next, Cromer Preschool. The target customer is 6 weeks to 5 years old. It providing childcare, nursery, preschool, early year education, holiday care. The good staff certifications, the major competitive advantages, well-equipped outdoor play areas, gardens, and alternate with the ratio of one adult to a maximum of 4 children for 2 years old and one adult to 8 children in preschool and warp around provision. Final spring childcare line. The target customer is 6 weeks to 12 years old. The services are spring childcare, spring nursery, spring Oscars, after school club, and holidays. The staff certification is high. The major competitive advantages is government funded spaces for eligible 2 to 5 years old for up to 30 hours week, and also spacious playrooms and outdoor secure area.
Now we are going to look at the challenges faced by LAMSEL. First is the staff communication, absence of effective workplace communication, which encompasses verbal and written expression, and lack of dialogue and way of resolving disputes constructively. Another one is non-involvement of staff in decision making. Staff are not carried along the management decision-making process that affects the day-to-day operation of the center. This is another major challenge faced by LAMSEL. The next is career opportunities, poor career development, and in ways of employees advancing their career and improving their skill. Another challenge is insufficient working hour, lack of flexibility, and working hour, there is not much available for staff. to do their work. That's another challenge faced by LAMSEL. The strategy for staff satisfaction and retention. We are going to look at strategy for staff satisfaction and retention. The first one is communication. That's improving an effective communication is a major strategy for staff satisfaction and retention. When staff has a way of providing feedback and employee improving is a way of improving employee engagement. That's when staff are listening to and they get a proper communication platform to express their view. Another one is career development and opportunity. Another means of the next is recognition and reward. Empowering employees through reward and recognition involve recognizing their contribution and effort and their achievements. And a study shows that when our staff are recognized, they can improve employees' retention. The next slide is recommendations. Our first recommendation is effective staff communication. That's holding regular meetings, establishing open door policies where staff can aid their concern and their views. Another one is promotion opportunities. That's a feedback and coaching to employees to help them improve their skills and competency, career opportunity for cross-training and job rotation to help employees listening to their own view and adding it to day-to-day running and implementation of their ideas and policies. Flexible shift, work arrangements such as time work, remote work, and flexible working hour, and considering job sharing where two employees shares the same job responsibility, offering generous leave policies is another way that LEMC need to improve their operations. Then we use the Gantt chart in recommending to LEMCL how to work on these recommendations so that they'll be able to implement it in their day-to-day running. And we started with first one, which is team meeting twice monthly to brainstorming, which we recommended monthly. When they followed this outline, they'll be able to effectively in the past 5 years, there has been a decline in growth within the UK childcare industry. However, the recent research we had from Stata indicates that industry's revenue is expected to increase significantly. That's from 2025. And this presents an opportunity for childcare providers such as LEMCL to capitalize on this industry's growth by maintaining high staff satisfaction and retention rates, which in turn can help them maintain a competitive edge. That's a competitive advantage over their competitors and help them navigate through their challenges and improve staff retention and compete in the childcare market. This is where we come to the end of this class. Thank you so much for listening.